meant to be. It's a great night to be where you're meant to be.
Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it in labor in vain. Good day.
Right on.
My name is MasterCaster, along with the one and only
Shimano Dave.
That's true. So we're here another week, another MasterCaster video diary. And we got a full show on tap for us today. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about what's in the microwave. We're going to talk about my first CB radio faith station, which is where I got this Bible from. And we may even talk a little bit about Charlie's pretty girl.
Charlie's pretty girl?
That's what you noticed.
Who's Charlie?
I don't know. So
changes.
Changes pretty girl. Who the pretty girl's watching, apparently.
I hope she is watching. And shout out to that pretty girl.
Oh,
Shall
we got
we open
ding, 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 ding. What do we have in here?
What do we have in here? We have notes. To the 2014 Pennsylvania Fishing Summary.
Tis a great book.
Oh my.
I just checked it out of the Penn State Library.
Hey, it's a wealth of knowledge. According to a recent study, 8th in the entire world as far as...
Now, you're being a little bit redundant by saying entire world. What did President Reagan say about redundancy?
He didn't say anything about
redundancy. He said redundancy is bad.
He said freedom prospers when religion is vibrant and the rule of law under God is acknowledged.
Cool story, bro. So, we got these new laws I want to talk about. It'll come into handy when you talk about girls, because I don't like tall girls, and they put on those really big...
No, we're talking about eels.
Yeah,
not
the heels, make them tall.
Eels, the fish. The ones that zap you. Whoa!
Go on, listener.
Eels. What's going on?
Anyway, I believe there's going to be some size changes here. There's a new minimum requirement of size. And I believe you can now get smaller eels, because I don't like big eels. I like my girls short, not as tall as me. I think about 5'8" and 3/4 is a nice height.
Yes, eel are open year-round now, and your minimum size requirement is now 9 inches. So I do believe that's down a little bit from last year, from previous years. So looks like we might have a larger number of eels out there they're looking to eradicate.
Yeah, and you know what I also like to eradicate? I hate when people leave pens in their pockets.
I hate them too.
What happened to you last week?
What happened to me last week? I'm doing my laundry.
What happened there?
Right here.
Wow.
And on the back of this leg.
Oh, wow.
Right here.
Perfectly good Wranglers like that.
Actually, these are Levi's.
Levy.
A good pair of Levi's. Lucky I know where to shop for cheap deals, and these were $20 Levi's instead of $40 Levi's.
That's half off.
You just gotta be good. You gotta master the cast, and then everything in life will come easy.
Gotta be good. Alright, so we have some new requirements. I'm gonna, while you get your thoughts together, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story about WGOD 14.
Very cool.
I got a CB radio when I was in 7th grade for Christmas. And I also got a Bible in 7th grade because I was getting confirmed and I needed a Bible. I never opened it. Us Catholics don't read the Bible outside of church. So, what I decided to do, pretend it's Michael Barula. That's not my name though. What I decided to do was start a radio station about faith. And I had a computer voice say, this is WGOD 14. It was channel 14 in CB radio. And it was readable all across Dauphin County, south of Blue Mountain.
Of course.
And it was transmitted from Antron 99. So anyway, I had this Bible, and I would read Bible verses to the truckers about their faith. And for one day, I had opened this book, and I must either got really bored or it rained. I was either yawning and it got wet, or it rained and it got wet. But anyway, I like that. It's a cool
story, bro.
Thanks.
Very welcome. So I think one of the big things that we should talk about here is that we're still limited to 3 rods, but we're allowed to have unlimited hooks per rod now, per line. So
I think anything more than 3 hooks on a line is just, not. You're gonna catch yourself something other than a fish.
Yeah.
I have a story for you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, it's about microbiology.
All right.
I had a high school principal. His name was Ronald Porter. One of the nicest guys you ever meet. He was a little bit darker, if you know what I mean. And he was a great guy. He was a little bit dark, and he drove a truck, and his truck said Jedi Master, his license plate. So he was a great guy, and he, liked rap. He liked all good music. And so I've liked him so much that when I came to school here, I was picking my classes, and one of my professor's options would have been Dr. Ronald Porter, so I picked him. Walked into class first day. He was as pasty pale white as he could be. He had slicked white back hair, a nice white mustache, and white bushy eyebrows, probably about 3 inches long, yay long. White. They're white. Almost as white as the White House before Obama got there. And then he said he loves faith. He loves talking about faith. And if you ever want to talk about it, he'd talk about it in class. And he likes to fish too. So we talked about fishing yesterday. I went up to him and I said, hey, you like fish around here? He said, no, I go to Lake Graystown. I asked him if he ever went to Susquehanna River, and he said, yeah. He said he caught fish on 2 out of 3 casts, and it ain't bad. And I said, oh yeah, 3 both, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And he decided to say he didn't like that fish anymore at the Susquehanna. I said, yeah, it must have been 20 years. He said, yeah, he did fish 20 years on the Susquehanna.
So don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's true.
So we got some interesting weather going on here. I'm ready for spring to hit. Do some nice fishing once it starts to warm up.
It felt like spring today. It felt like 35 degrees.
It was a great day. 35 degrees, and it felt like 50 compared to what we've had.
We've been stuck in the single digits, and maybe you got 15 degrees on a good day, but we're below 15 degrees, below 0 at night.
This is true. Now, of course, that doesn't keep us away from the water.
That's true. We took a little trip to Spring Creek, and it was no ice.
Scoped it out. Excited for that.
I think we're going to have fun, so.
I think so, too.
I say it's time.
I think so, too.
How about a verse from the letter of St. Paul to Titus? Paul, a servant of God and an apostle of Jesus Christ.
That was it.
When you master the cast,
the fish will come easy.
So long, farewell, Godspeed.
Stay classy.